Okay, sir.
Hi Haripriya, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm fine, sir. What about you, sir?
I'm good too, thank you. So can you tell us something about yourself?
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I am Harpriya. I am pursuing MBA in HR. I did my graduation in BSc Computer Science.
hmm
2021 passed out.
Okay. So why are you looking for a job in software testing?
I am interested in software field, sir.
hmm So you can go for software development also. You can try becoming front-end developer, back-end developer. Why only testing?
Yes.
Hmm.
Um, First, I know the tester after learn developing language also.
Sorry?
First, I am becoming a
Yeah,
first
yeah.
I become a tester. After I will learn developing skills also.
Okay, okay. So see, uh, either you can go for software development or you can go for software testing.
First, I will go to software testing, sir.
Mhm. Okay, so let's say if you get this question, then you can answer that yes, development is also a good field, it's a good career, but you are more interested, you are more keen to have a career in the field of software testing, right? Then they will
Yes,
ask you why. Then you can tell you might would have installed some softwares in your mobile, or you might would have installed some softwares in your PC, laptop, and you might would have tested
yes,
them and you might would have got some bugs. You are interested in testing, analyzing, performing actions on various softwares, right? Testing
yes, sir.
activities on various softwares, and hence you are interested to go for software testing. You are more concerned about quality perspective, right? So
Yes, sir.
those things you can answer, and you cannot go. I mean, it's difficult for you, if anyone, for them to go for first software testing and then to learn software development also. Yes, for
Yes,
automation, you will have to learn one language, but that is just one language, right?
yes, sir.
Hmm, Okay. So this is how you can answer.
Okay, sir.
Okay. What is verification?
Verification is the starting stage of software. Is to test the requirement analysis, how the product we build.
Hmm.
Verification.
Okay. So verification is not the, phase of something. It's actually the process, right? It is a
Yes,
static
yes,
process of analyzing the documents, right? You would go through the
yes,
documents that would be provided to you and you would read those documents. You will see all the things have been properly mentioned, all the things have been covered. If anything has not been covered, then what you would do is you will have a call with the product managers, stakeholders, customers, clients, right? If required. So that is verification, right?
okay, sir.
So are we building the product right is actually verification. It is a process oriented thing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. What is gray box testing?
Gray boxes, sir.
hmm
I don't know, sir.
hmm Okay. Okay. No problem. So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. So you can put in the comment section of the video, what is gray box testing?
Okay, sir.
So I'll tell you meanwhile what is gray box testing. So in gray box testing, the tester has got partial access to the internal architecture of the system, right?
Okay, sir.
Right. Now, what is black box testing? What is white box testing?
Black box testing is a external external software, sir.
Mhm,
It means without any language, we will not use. White box testing is a internal. We will use the coding language. White box testing, uh, unit testing,
mhm,
integration testing involves. Black box testing, integration, system testing, user acceptance testing.
mhm. Okay, okay. See, now what is white box testing? What is black box testing? So in white box testing, the
Yes,
tester needs to have the knowledge of internal architecture of the system, right? They will have the
yes,
access to the source code, and based on different parameters like code coverage, code optimization, they can do the testing. They will have the knowledge of the coding, the backend of the system, or you can say internal architecture or implementation of the system. Whereas in black
yes,
box testing, the tester will not have any knowledge, or you can say the implementation, how it is being done, right? Behind the scenes, what is happening, that tester will not know, right? So tester will
yes,
just interact with the system through the interface. They will provide the input and they'll validate the output is proper or not.
yes.
Hmm? Okay, now let's move to the next question. Don't get nervous, okay? Have a
Okay,
smile on your face in an interview. Right? It's
yes,
very important. Okay, fine. So now, are you able to see my screen?
yes, sir.
So can you tell me high-level test scenarios for login screen of this page?
Can you
Mhm.
what, sir?
Yeah, yeah. Can you please tell me the high-level test scenarios for this particular web page? This is a login screen, right?
Uh,
Yeah. So can
Login
you tell
screen.
me high-level test scenarios? Yeah.
Uh, First we check the uh, valid phone number, password,
What will you check?
login.
Valid phone number and password?
What's that?
What will you check with valid phone number and password?
Uh, Login, sign in, sir.
Sign in is happening properly or not?
Sir.
Okay, okay, fine. Then
If the password or username, anything is wrong, uh, if the password is wrong, then we will do the forget password.
if the password is wrong, then you will go for no. So if you don't remember the password, then you will go for forgot password link, right?
Sir.
You have forgotten your password, right? So then you will go for that.
Sir.
Yeah.
Invalid password. If the password is invalid, then we will get another way. Send OTP also.
Mhm. What is another way?
Email, email or phone numbers.
You're able to see the screen properly, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What else? Haripriya.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
That is,
That's it? Done?
yes,
Okay,
then
great. So if you get this kind of, question, then you will first check with the happy path. So I think you covered that point. You will enter a valid mobile number and a valid password, and
Yes,
you will verify the login is working. Then you will verify with proper email address and proper password, and the sign in is working, right? Then you will
yes.
verify with different countries, right? So you can see
Countries.
different
Okay.
countries are there, right? So you can verify
Okay,
with them users created with different countries and valid credentials. Then you can test with valid username, or you can say valid email address or mobile number
email.
and invalid password. Then vice
Okay.
versa, invalid mobile number or invalid email address and valid password, right? What
Yes.
if both are invalid? Right,
Mm,
then and if you click on sign in button, what message it is displaying, so that you will test. Then
yes, sir.
you will test this particular checkbox, send me an OTP to log in. So let's say if this checkbox is checked, so every time you will receive an OTP in mobile that you need to enter, and then only you would be able to sign in. So this is one kind of extra check that they have put
Yes,
on
sir.
the login screen. Then let's say if you don't remember the password, then you can click on forgot password. You will get
Fine.
some questionnaires there, right? You
Yes, sir.
will answer them, and then you will move to the sign in screen. Then you will
Yes, sir.
verify the PVR and the inox in the headings that has been correctly displayed, right? The
Yes, sir.
sign in button is correctly displayed. Forgot password link is working, right?
Yes, sir.
So those kind of things, those kind of scenarios you can test.
Yes, sir.
Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now let's say uh, your client is
Yes,
in, let's say he is in Australia.
yes, sir.
Okay. And on the day of release, you found that when you select region as Australia and you enter
Yes, sir.
proper email address or mobile number and you enter proper password as well, but you're
Yes, sir.
not able to sign in,
Yes, sir.
right? So what would be the severity and what would be the priority of this defect?
Priority.
Mm. Think, take your time to think. Don't
Okay,
give
sir.
answers in a hurry, right? I think you
Okay,
have
sir.
read a lot, but you need to think. Mm.
Okay.
Severity and priority for this scenario, for this defect. Okay, is this a defect? First of all, is this a defect?
Uh, yes, sir.
It's a defect. Are you
Yes,
sure?
sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, correct. It's a defect. So what would be the severity and what would be the priority of this defect?
Priority
Mhm.
uh, impacts on the business.
Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. I was not knowing that. Yeah. So what would be the severity and priority of this defect?
I don't know, sir.
No idea?
No idea, sir.
Okay. The severity will be high, even priority will be high, right? It's a severity will be critical, so it's a critical defect. Login is not working. Your client is in Australia only, right?
Okay, sir.
And it is not working for Australia country. When you select Australia in the drop down, then it's not working. So severity will be high, priority will be high,
Okay, sir.
right? Okay. Then you can see this password and enter your mobile or email written here in the watermark. Are you able to see the email address and the password? Enter your mobile or email as a text or watermark entered written here.
Yes, sir.
Hmm? So this also you can include in the test scenario, that whether these watermarks are being properly displayed or not.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
great. Hmm. Now, what is build?
Uh, what is software product needs to build? What you want to uh, software to release?
Hmm. Software to release means? Hello,
Yes.
hello. Yeah, yeah. What is build?
If if there any software product uh, that that customer requirements to reach expectations, that is build.
Okay. So see, let's say you are working on some application or a software. Okay.
Yes.
Now you have found some bugs. So what will
Yes.
development team do? So they will deploy a new version of the program which you are testing. They will deploy a new version of the application, which is basically called as build, where the source code of the new features, you can say, or the bug fixes are deployed into the environment, whichever environment that it can be staging environment, test environment, right? So softwares are always updated with the help of builds, and you would be using these particular builds for further testing,
Yes.
right? Okay. Now let's say you received a build on Monday. In that
Yes.
build, one of the ticket was working fine. You received one more build on Thursday. In that build,
Yes.
the same ticket is not working. So what will you
Yes.
call that testing as, or what will you call that issue as? What kind of issue is that?
No idea, sir.
Hmm. So that would be called as a regression issue, right? Earlier it was working, but now it's not working, right?
Okay, sir.
Regression testing. When you will perform regression testing, you will find regression issues, right? Earlier those were working, now they are not working. So that
Yes,
is
sir.
regression testing. Okay, now what is the difference between alpha testing and beta testing?
I don't know, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay, okay. No worries, no worries. So
Okay.
in an interview, you would be asked these kind of questions, right?
Yes.
So alpha testing, it would be done before beta testing is done, right? Alpha
Yes.
testing would require a kind of a testing environment, or you can say end-to-end testing resources, right? Developers will be immediately fixing the issues that are found during the alpha testing, while beta testing, it will be done after alpha testing, and it does not require a dedicated environment. Beta testing just requires execution of testing of few days or few weeks, right? And
Okay.
if it's any P0 issue is found during beta testing, then it would be fixed. If any suggestions or any enhancements are being to be taken care, then those would be taken in the next releases, or you can say in the future versions of the product,
Yes.
right? So alpha testing, it will involve both white box as well as black box testing, while beta testing will involve only black box testing. Alpha testing is
Yes.
done by the testers who are actually internal employees of the organization itself. Beta testing is performed by clients who are not part of the organization.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. What is a bug?
If the login password, valid password, valid phone number or email ID, it it will access, and
Mhm.
and also invalid password, invalid email or phone number also access. That is the bug.
So what is bug? So bug is a fault in a software product. So you can detect, you can find those bugs at the time of testing,
Uh,
right?
yes,
So those are
yes,
called
sir.
as bugs. Okay, now let's say if you
Yes,
have
sir.
found any bugs or if you have found any defect, then
Yes, sir.
what are all the different things that you will, put as a part of defect reporting attributes or as a part of defect reporting things? Which are the different things that you
Yes,
will log or take care while creating a defect?
I can't understand, sir.
Okay, let's say if you have to create a defect,
Yes,
right?
sir.
You have found some issue, you have to create a defect. So which are the different fields that you will be taking care while creating a defect? Which are the different fields in which you will be putting the information in order to create a defect?
Uh, we are using smoke testing, sanity testing.
So those are types of testing,
Yes, sir.
right? I'm asking which are the different defect reporting attributes?
No idea, sir.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
Yes,
Okay, is the screen visible?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So first of all, you will be having a defect ID.
Sir.
So what is defect ID? So it is a unique identifier of the defect, right? Defect ID would be unique.
Yes,
Every defect will have their own unique IDs. Then you will be
yes,
having
sir.
defect summary, or you can say one
Yes,
line summary of the defect, like defect title. So let's say if some exception is coming, so you can write exception has been generated while navigating to this page or while clicking on this button, right?
yes, sir.
Or or you can say this functionality is giving exception, something like, a meaningful title, right?
Yes,
Defect description. So you need to write the detailed level of description of the defect, what it is about, on which screen it is happening, on which page, is it menu, sub menu, all those things. In steps to reproduce, you will write the steps, how you are able to reproduce that defect, how the defect is getting reproduced,
yes, sir.
right? In expected result, you need to enter the expected behavior, right?
Yes, sir.
What should happen at this particular test step? What should happen in this particular test case? What should happen in this particular test scenario? So that is expected
Yes, sir.
result. Actual result is what is happening currently, right?
Yes,
Expected is the proposed one. Those things has been proposed by the BA team or by the client or to in order to ensure that application is working fine. But actual is the runtime situation. What is happening when you execute those test cases?
yes,
How
sir.
many you would be having passed, how many test cases you will have failed. So all those failed test cases, you would be creating a defect, right?
Yes,
Then
sir.
defect severity, right? So what is defect severity? So what is the severity? What is the uh, you know if, criticality of that defect? So again, there are
Yes,
various uh, severity again, like minor, medium, major, showstopper, critical. Then
yes,
priority. What is the urgency of that defect getting fixed, right? Again, it can be
Yes.
from P0 to P3. P0 means it needs to be fixed as soon as possible. P1 is also,
Yes.
it needs to be fixed immediately. I mean, as early as possible. P2, P3 is something that you can live with those defects,
Yes.
right? So this is how you can tell about the various fields that are associated with defects.
Yes.
Okay, can you explain the bug life cycle?
But yes. Okay. If you found any bug,
Hmm.
uh, that bug stable or not,
Hmm.
we will check. After we will go to smoke testing.
Smoke testing.
Mm.
I think you like smoke testing a lot. Yeah, you like smoke testing, isn't it? Do you cook smoke testing? No. In every question, you are telling something about smoke testing. What is so special in smoke testing? Yeah. So bug life cycle has nothing to do with smoke testing.
Okay, sir. Actually, I forget, sir.
No worries. That's totally fine.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So what is the bug life cycle? Okay, so let me share my screen.
Yes.
So first of all, the status of the bug would be new. So
Yes.
whenever you create a defect, whenever you get a new defect, right? So the bug or defect so the state of that bug would be new. Okay. Now if you assign to some developer, the status would be changed to assigned, right? If the
Yes.
developer is working on that bug, then the bug lies in the open state, right? If the developer has fixed that particular bug, then it will be the fixed state, right? And then
Yes.
if if a bug is being rejected, if they feel that this is not in line with the requirements, then the bug status would be rejected or not a bug,
Yes.
right? Then as soon as the fix is done and you get those bug fixes in the build, right? So it would be under the testing, or you can say it is deployed to test and test, right? Then
Yes, sir.
if the bug is not working, then you will reopen that particular bug, right? So then the
Yes, sir.
bug status will be moved to reopen state. And then once the bug is working fine, you will put it under the verified state. And after you verify it, then it will be moved to the closed status,
Yes, sir.
right? So these are all the statuses of bug life cycle.
Yes, sir.
Hmm? Okay. Can you give me an example of a defect with high priority but low severity?
Invalid password, sir.
Invalid password. So priority will be high in that case.
Password is the main important. That's why.
Yeah, so it will be, let's say if password field is not working on the login screen, then it will be a issue with high priority, high severity.
Yes.
Hmm. So tell me about a defect whose priority is high, but severity is very low, or severity is low. Hmm.
Severity low, priority high, sir.
High, yes.
Forget password. Forget password, sir.
Forgot password. If it is not working, it will be also high priority, high severity issue.
Yes, sir.
No worries. So let's say if you're testing some website and on that website, the logo
Yes, sir.
is not displayed properly, or there is a spelling mistake that is done in the image or in the name of that particular company or website owner itself, right? Then it's the high priority. But severity will be low because still you can continue using that particular website or application or product. It will not impact the end users. But yes, it will impact the branding, right? So priority will be high, severity will be low.
Yes,
Okay. Okay. Now let's take the last question. What is smoke testing?
smoke
Your
test.
favorite question. Yeah.
Smoke testing is the initial stage we will build development testing. Another name, smoke testing.
Mm.
Um, eh, whether the bug is stable or not, we will check.
Bug is stable or not? Bug is stable or not?
Software is stable or not.
Oh, yes, yes, correct, correct. So build is stable or not. So that is the initial round of testing that you will perform, smoke testing, a kind of a high level
Yes,
testing that you will perform so that
yes,
you can conclude whether this particular build or this particular release you can use for further testing or not,
sir.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Haripriya. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you, sir.
I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you and wish you all the best for your career.
Thank you, sir.